Financial Fridays. So last week we talked about flexible work schedules and how you can get back into the workforce after having children. This week we're going to be talking about investing to save time to boost your happiness. So what I'm talking about here is, what time are you giving to yourself after work? The more time we spend at work, the more money we make, the more precious our time becomes, correct? We all think that we need to work harder to get more money, which is true, but then we start neglecting ourselves. We start neglecting our mental health, our children, our time that we can spend with everyone else. And that's something we want to avoid, right? Well, the University of British Columbia did a really interesting study that kind of talked about this, and it brought around some major facts that are helpful in this situation. So what they did was they surveyed 6,000 people from different economic backgrounds, different social backgrounds, different countries. And the findings that they came back with were that 28.2% of the participants from other countries outside the United States spent $148 a month on having people come in and do the things that they didn't want to do outside of work. So like your laundry, your housekeeping, your car maintenance, your childcare. And then in the US, 50% of the surveyed participants spent 80 to 90%, or $80 to $90 a month. So that's a big drop from the other countries, right? 148 in the outside countries, 80 to 90 here. So the end result was that those who spent higher amounts of money said they had a higher life satisfaction rating in the overall scheme. Why is that? So the people who spent more money were stating that they had time to go to different yoga classes, they had time to go exercise, they had time to go meet up with friends more, they had time to go socialize. They were building on their individual outside of the workforce. And when that happened, other things started to increase as well. They noticed that for those people who spent more money and had a higher life satisfaction rating, they also had higher productivity in work because they were happier in their overall life. Whereas like in the United States, there were a lot more unhappy people in the workplace due to the unhappiness outside of the workplace and the time that they weren't spending on themselves. So I think that that's super interesting, that you need to invest in your time, not only in work, but out of work as well. Spend some money to be able to give yourself more time. How they put it, and I really like this, was they say you're buying yourself time. You're paying someone else to do the things that you don't want to do so that you can do the things you want to. The thing that I found that was interesting in this is that they did talk about the opposite effect as well. So those who were spending a lot more money on their outside activities, such as the chores and things that we talked about, they also were having a kind of problem, and it was a small one, but it was something they did discuss in the survey, or in the study, was that though they were more productive in work, they were becoming a little lazier at times at home, just because of the fact that they would have too much time. So when it comes down to it, it seemed like the best thing to do was you figure out the time that you need. You can have someone come in and do your laundry, and that gives you an extra 30 to 40 minutes to go to a yoga class or to go meet up with a friend, but you don't need to overdo, So I really enjoyed this study, and I hope that you did as well. And we hope that you like and share this video, and we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.